The ship, currently known as the MV Doulos Phos, held the record of being the world's oldest active ocean-faring passenger ship until December 2009, having plied the world's oceans from the time of her building in 1914 until being retired from cruising service at the end of 2009. She is now owned by Mr.Eric Saw, Director and Chief Executive of BizNaz Resources International Pte. Limited in Singapore. She was previously owned by the German charity Gute Bücher for Alle, and was used as a floating bookshop. The ship has previously been known as the SS Medina, the SS Roma, the MV-Francasi, and the MV Doulos. The Doulos ended her final cruise in late 2009 at Singapore, with the ship being handed over to her new owners on March 18, 2010. Early history. The Medina was built in 1914 by Newport News Shipbuilding and Dry Dock Company for the Mallory Steamship Company of the United States. She was a freighter serving the Atlantic during World War II. She served with the United States Coast Guard. The Panamanian company Naviera San Miguel Sa acquired the Medina in 1948. They renamed the ship the Roma, and converted her into a passenger ship with cabins for 287 people and dormitories for an additional 694 people. In 1952, Naviera San Miguel sold the Roma to Linea Costa, an Italian company. At this time, the SS Roma, a steamship, was converted into a motor vessel and renamed the MV Francasi. She carried passengers between Italy and Argentina. In 1959, the Francasi was adapted into a cruise liner, principally cruising the Mediterranean. History as MV Doulos. In 1977, Gute Bücher for Alle acquired the Francasi, and renamed her the Doulos. The ship was transformed into a floating bookshop with an aim of bringing knowledge, help and hope. Her first director was George Miley, followed by Dale Rotin. Under Gute Bücher for Alle ownership, she was manned by a volunteer crew and made seaport visits worldwide, delivering aid and subsidized literature. Terrorist attack. On August 11, 1991, during the final night of the MV Doulos stop in the southern Philippine port of Zamboanga City, 2 of her foreign crew members were killed when a grenade thrown by members of the Abu Sayyaf Islamist terrorist group exploded on stage during a performance by its Christian volunteers. 4 locals were killed and 32 others were injured, including several crew members of the missionary ship. Decommissioning. She made her last world tour in 2009 with a planned decommissioning in 2010 before the SOLAS 2010 regulations were to be introduced. However, a survey conducted by the ship's classification society RENA found numerous significant problems and works with the ship's machinery, structure and systems that would need to have been completed by December 31, 2009 for the ship's certificates to be reissued and the ship to continue sailing, because the shipyard servicing the Doulos would not accept the ship for repairs until September 2010, and the cost of the work would be a total in excess of €10 million, and the limited ministry that the MV Doulos would have after the repairs. Decided to end Doulos ministry at the end of 2009 instead of 2010 as originally planned. On March 18, 2010, Doulos was handed over to her new owner, Mr. Eric Saw, Director and Chief Executive of BizNaz Resources International Pte. Limited in Singapore. The new owners plan on preserving the historic ship. She will be renamed Doulos Phos, or Servant Light, in this process. In September 2013, the ship was towed out of Singapore to Batam, Indonesia, to be refurbished before moving to the island of Bintan to become part of a $25 million hotel resort. As of early 2015, it was stated that Doulos Phos was no longer to be a floating hotel ship, but rather that after leaving the shipyard she was to be removed from the water for use on land in a dry berth. Statistics, sport history while operating under GBA preservation plans. Decks A and B will be used as the hotel part of Doulos Phos. 2 restaurants capable of seating 250 people each will be located on the promenade deck and the boat deck. Other future amenities include a deli, cafe, wine and juice bars, a bookshop, banquet hall, meeting rooms, a Bible school and a maritime museum. An amphitheater seating up to 70 people has been proposed.